What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. That's the song I'm getting. That's the song I'm getting. Yeah. I feel like that's why you got trust issues towards this person. Maybe you're demanding things that they can't really provide to you. I feel like there's a lot of bottled up, unexpressed emotions. To the point to where somebody is like a ticking time bomb. Some of you guys are being called to experience something new, low-key. Because you can't wait for somebody to change, but just have forgiveness in your heart because people don't mean to hurt you. Somebody actually may be reaching out, maybe seeing someone in person. All right. What is the message here for the collective? All right. Thank you for double tapping. If you like a message from the collective, make sure you are double tapping the screen. All right. If you do not know who I am, welcome. My name is Lenisha. I do tarot, or you can just call me a divination practitioner. I do podcasts, gaming. I'm a healer, intuitive reader, wise counsel. So I do life coaching sessions, and the list goes on. If you want to check out any of my platforms, the link is in my bio. All right. Well, let's see. Today is September 18th. It's currently 8:53 p.m. What is the message for the collective? How many cards? Okay, we'll just do one of these. All right. First card out. The Page of Swords. All right, so an immature person, especially mentally, or a child-like person, whether an actual child, could be very significant. Maybe an air sign, all right? Or you could be receiving some type of message of communication. So somebody could be coming in to communicate a message of thoughts. Maybe there's some type of thoughts that are going to come through that could be in terms of some type of message. Okay, I can't really say it how I want to say it for some reason, so that's why I said message. But this can also be message of mentality. Maybe you're going to see something in terms of your mental or someone else's. Tell me more about this Page of Swords energy. The Page of Wands. Okay. The Page of Wands. Two childlike individuals. Two feminine energies. Message of action. Message of energy. Message of projects. Curious enthusiasm. Tell me more about this energy. Yeah. Forward movement, anticipation. I'm seeing excitement here when it comes to this curious. Somebody could be curious. And I feel like when they get some type of download or mental thought or whatever the case may be, some type of communication, it sparks up something within a person and makes them feel enthusiastic. Tell me more about this energy. Yeah. The Eight of Swords, mental restriction. Free your mind. Free your mind. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're wanting a message from the collective, make sure you are double tapping the screen. All right. What is the message here for the collective? As I was getting that song earlier, that baby don't hurt me, don't hurt me no more. Somebody don't want to be hurt no more. But I feel like this is a person that's low-key hurting themselves. You're so, like, much of a giving, passionate individual. Oh my gosh. Amber alert. Oh, it turned off. Hello? What? Well, nah, my phone had to put it on the charger, remember? But yeah, I'm in the house. Yeah. Okay, thanks. I did. Alright. Okay, yeah. Alright, love you back. See you later. Alright. And what are you, I'm gonna ask you another time. I was gonna say, cause you turned up the deuce, but then you was still looking at the window. You know how like people can't see, so they put their hand by the thing, and they try to look. Yeah. Why? You was already passing me up though. All right then. I'll talk to you later. All right. Oh, child. Not Charlie my lead. He's talking about Bro. That's it. That sound like my boo? That sound like my boo? That seemed like my boo? I thought I was keeping it cool. Alright. But I don't know. It's giving somebody is stuck in love, bruh. Like, some people get encouraged to probably move forward, or maybe you be getting like signs, whether it's from tarot readers or whatever the case may be, to like move on from a person or whatever. Hello. How are you guys? But it's like, I think somebody just want to move forward with this person. Bruh, either somebody want to move forward with you, or you want to move forward with somebody. Even though you probably get guided to like go a different route. So maybe you're creating self-sabotage. Like, you keep hurting your own feelings because I don't feel like this person is showing up how you need them to show up. So I feel like the love that you want to receive, like, yes, this person loves you and you love them, but I don't feel like they can. I think they got a lot. I think they need to do like shadow work and stuff like that. Yeah, they need to pick up a book and do some shadow work or something. Especially if they want to keep you in your life, keep you in their life, because I feel like you moving on to calmer waters with or without them. So if they can't get it together, because you've been on this journey with them for a while, take the messages how it resonates. If it don't resonate, this message not for you, boo-boo. But there's a love offer. I don't know if y'all feel like you can't get new love, or there won't be somebody to come in for you. But literally, if you disconnect from this person and you heal your heart or whatever, because, you know, it don't make sense to leave out of a situation and get right back in another situation, even though it's a new person. I ain't going to say what don't make sense, because the impossible could be possible. But from a spectrum of healing and individuality, then I feel like, you know, But I'm not here to project on you. You know, if you feel like you can get out of one situation and into another one, especially if it's healthy, then that's you. But I feel like you keep causing tower moments for yourself or in this relationship. Like, I don't know. I feel like you keep breaking your own heart. Like, you keep like, things probably happen unexpectedly. It's so crazy. It's so crazy because you should expect these type of things to happen with a person who lacks in a certain department. But you dead ass be, I don't know, maybe you just want to love this person and you want them to love you. But I feel like you're not emotionally fulfilled here, you know? So I feel like the only way is up at this point, you know? But I feel like you need to get into balance, or maybe things are balancing out. But I feel like your thoughts is what kind of holds you back a bit. And that's probably what be creating the issues, low key. Like, even though this person got things they need to work on, but I feel like things will probably be, and I'm not saying you the problem, or, oh, if the collective thoughts were different, then boom, boom, bam, because this person should still be in a certain in a certain way for you. Like, regardless if you have these type of thoughts, because you have these thoughts because of them. Anyway, you know, I don't really like blaming people for stuff, you know, but just to validate your feelings, this person did cause you some type of trust issues. Maybe they lied, deceived you in some type of way. I don't know. Or maybe this talking about somebody else, because this don't have to just talk about one person. But they go to levels. Yeah, I feel like you just need to give all that love to yourself, to be honest. Because you super in your head about this union. But, you know, time heals. And, man, you got to trust your intuition with this one. Like, I feel like sometimes your thoughts, you be curious about stuff, and then this sparks up some type of enthusiasm. So then you probably rush into something and then get your heart broken again. And I feel like two people with trauma, it's not going to go well. Yeah, it's just gone. Arguments and fights waiting to happen. Damn. But I feel like you could do bad all by yourself. Like, you act like you not like this divine being or something. I guess y'all just in love with somebody for real. Because I feel like you too smart, you too beautiful inside and out to really just be going through stuff like this, especially with a person. Like, if a person can't get it together, then sayonara. But at this point, I feel like y'all just, I don't know, maybe have high hopes, or you just care about them a lot. You have like this passion, like love for them. Maybe this is someone from your past, of course, but like maybe childhood or something like that. I feel like you're just at a crossroads when it comes to this situation. The truth is gonna come though, or maybe you already have clarity. Your emotions and how you feel is the clarity. Y'all could be blaming each other for stuff. Low key. You create your reality. Relationships aren't hard. People make them that way. So that's why I'm saying, like, maybe you need to live in reality instead of like this fantasy. Because I feel like that's probably, yeah. It's okay to start over, start fresh, you know, whatever the case may be, but make sure you're not getting the short end of the stick, because you're a very, like, divine being. And I feel like you should connect with another divine being. But you're going to do what you want to do. Virgo energy. y'all could be dealing with people who be cutting you off, or maybe you cut them off when they like be trying to talk. I just feel like it's a lot of energy. Y'all probably feel like this person make you want to take back your love off of, like on that movie. I don't know, somebody snatched somebody's chain off their neck. Like, get my damn chain back. Don't even worry about it. Like, get my goddamn love back. Going on. I feel like you're on this path of like values, and I don't know, like, yeah, see, maybe your values and your like certain thoughts you have is what puts you in discontentment. Yeah, something keeping y'all stuck. I think it's your thoughts. I think your thoughts for sure. This could be coming to an end, or something's coming to an end. This ain't doing nothing but shaping you into, like, I don't know, like, I feel like it's shaping you for sure. Maybe into a smarter version of yourself, or just an expert at something. But yeah, 1 minute you come off like so happy, or you seem so happy, and then the next minute you seem so hurt. And then it's like it shifts, it sparks up some in your third eye, and then you be on this path of justice for the heartbreakers, or for the ones who get their heart broken, is what I meant. For sure. And then, yeah. But then I feel like maybe when this person come back up, you try to work on things again. You try to create something, birth something. It works for a little while until this person's shadows gets the best of them, and until your shadows get the best, and then there go the pattern again. But maybe starting anew. Not in the aspect of, okay, let me start over in this relationship, but you, individually, just starting over, a brand new you. A more, healed version of you. So you can step back into this confident, radiant self, and leave everything at the door, not allowing it to come into this new beginning. Because I feel like there's a new beginning here. So what is the collective encouraged to do when it comes to this situation? What is their higher self encouraging them to do when it comes to this situation that I'm referring to? Bruh, that's crazy, because look, on the back of this other deck, this is the Angels deck, I think, something like that. This says the Hidden God. This is the Queen of Wands, too. It's funny, look, Queen of Wands. This is the Queen of Wands right here. The Hidden God. Divine power. Guards against mental troubles. I'm telling you, it's something about the mental. You the Queen of Wands. But yeah, I feel like them thoughts are negative. Maybe you or this other person. This is like got some work to do. All right, but what is the what is the collective highest self guiding them to do when it comes to this situation, this person, this situation? What is the collective's highest self encouraging them to do when it comes to this person? Take back your power. So this person may have a lot of power. Take back your power. Heal from whatever painful ending this is. Come into wish fulfillment. What is it that you desire? What is it that you want? Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm saying. It's less about this person and more about you. Because when you focus on you and you get back into that, then you can actually see, you can actually step into your power and actually operate as that specific version of yourself. Not the version of yourself who wants someone to choose you, who's trying to change someone, who just wants someone to be better. No, but the version of you that wants to be a better you. So then, of course, when you're doing what you got to do individually, then everything else will reflect in your own life, even within your relationships. And I ain't just talking the romantic ones. What is going on with the collective thoughts? Show off coming out. Maybe you want this person to know what be on your mind. And you can also be a little insecure. Don't get mad at B. What's going on with the collective thoughts? Don't beat yourself up either, because like I said, at one point in time, you was not insecure. So you just got to get to the bottom of these things, really. You know, what's going on with the collective thoughts? What's their thoughts looking like? The crazy thing is, them thoughts is negative, and you trapped in your head. How them thoughts looking for the collective? How they thoughts looking? Okay, period. Some of y'all thoughts is focusing on self-love, period. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. See, I feel like them thoughts was never yours. They just got projected upon you, or based on the stuff that you went through, you just started becoming like all the negativity and pain you absorbed. It just led to like insecurities. So now when a thought come up in your head, you like, oh, you looking at that girl. I wonder if he think that girl look good, or I wonder if she think that man, because he got more money than me, that he could ever be in her life, or I don't know. It's just negative, insecure, really insecure. Okay, but the other thoughts is like about self-love. Like I feel like sometimes y'all have these thoughts of taking back control to where you're finally being happy, to where you're just loving you. That's good. It shows that you want to be better and you want better for yourself. You know, and that you constantly probably think about being better or in a better space, you know? Okay, me likey. Tell me more about the collective thoughts. Then we're gonna move on. Yeah, see, Netflix and chill coming out in the reverse. I feel like y'all really standing on business. Okay? You don't want to play no games with nobody. You ain't trying to be no friends with benefits. You not trying to sneak around, sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? You don't even care to spend time with somebody if you know that it's not going to be a forever thing. Like, why am I wasting time with you? I don't care, you know? But I feel like you gotta live in the moment, you know? You gotta live in the moment, and obviously, if you're giving somebody some type of chance, then I don't know. I feel like you're doing good. I feel like you shouldn't let up on whatever you're doing, but I also feel like the insecure thoughts gotta go. They gotta go. Okay. Harry Potter could be significant. Hot chocolate. Those house shoes. Yeah. Yeah, see. I just feel like y'all, man, what else with the collective thoughts? I was gonna move on, but it's a bit interesting. Justifications caught up. See, have y'all possibly tried to justify things? And I feel like the things that you may have justified, it's almost seeming like your thoughts are now contradicting the justifications. It's almost like you can't even justify anything anymore because you know that you probably only making excuses for somebody, for some of y'all. So, man, it's so crazy. I fuck with you because it's like you love somebody, but you also love yourself. That's what it's giving. I love you, but I love me as well. All right, what's going on with the collective in this person? What's going on? Some of y'all finances a little low, but that's going to change. It's going to change. That's only temporary financial hardship. All right, so what's going on with you and this person? We got forgiving, and we got unknown caller. So some of you guys could be forgiving this person. Or some of you guys are encouraged to forgive this person because this is what the card says. I'm about to read it. It don't say you're encouraged to. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying and or. Either you're forgiving them or you're being encouraged to forgive. But the card says they didn't mean to hurt you, but you are holding on to it. Forgiving helps you get past it. All right? Now, these other cards came out, and you see they're in the reverse. So, it says hurting. All right? Planning. Distractions. And then sick and tired. So, a lot of you guys can resonate with this in the reverse, meaning this could have been, reversals can be looked at things that have happened in the past, or it could be looked at like as a shadow aspect of the energy that's being given out, or it can be the complete opposite of its meaning in upright. So when it comes to sick and tired, for those who resonate with it in upright, it says cycles over it, decision made. Some of you guys are just, you're done. You tired of the same old, and you just decided, you know what, I'm done with this person. But for others of you guys, it's like, yeah, there was cycles. Yeah, you possibly got to this point of being just over and done, but I feel like you still have the capacity to try again or love whoever or love this person. Now with distractions coming out, this can be your energy or theirs, because now I'm asking about you guys. I didn't call out just specific. You see how I called out specifically the collective's energy earlier when we was talking about y'all thoughts? I didn't say, oh, give me both of their thoughts. I just left it as, what's the collective's thoughts, you know? So now, since I wasn't as specific with this being y'all energy, hey, Miss Sunshine. Thank you, love. So this could be your energy or it could be theirs. Just take it how it resonates. So distractions coming out in the reverse. No more distractions. No more distractions. In upright, if you resonate with it in upright, it says temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. So maybe some of you guys are experiencing that, or this was going on in the past. But if you resonate more with it in the reverse, I don't feel like there's any temptation. I feel like you guys be making time for each other. You don't really keep each other away. It's giving y'all respect each other, low-key. And that y'all don't want nobody else. That's kind of what it gives. To me, at least. All right. I feel like it's more to say about that distraction energy, but I ain't even finna pop a blood vessel trying to think, okay? Now we got planning coming out. Hey, Miss Lady. All right, so maybe you guys are not planning, really. Maybe you're allowing them to be in that divine, well, I don't want to say divine, but to be in that masculine energy with getting things done. Maybe you guys are finally allowing them to like do their part, like, for sure. Okay. Or maybe simply you're not texting, calling them, meeting up, or this was happening in the past. Like maybe when you went no contact, because some of you guys, you for sure could be talking to these people. But that's what I'm saying. You got to take it how it resonates, because not everybody's situation going to be the same, you know. Hurting is coming out in the reverse. So you're probably not as hurt as you used to be. You're probably not crying as much as you used to, or in this depression, pain, and sorrow type of energy. Maybe it's because you just got so fed up to the point to where you can't even cry. Ain't no more tears to cry at this point, you know. But for others of y'all, you still could be hurting about this. Maybe you're suppressing it, or it's in the reverse. See, I still be reading stuff in reverse, so that's why I be telling y'all different stuff with this energy. All right. Maybe some of y'all didn't feel like this person was giving y'all enough attention, and that they kept doing the same things over and over and over, to the point to where you just got fed up and made some type of choice. Eventually stopped communicating with them, texting them, meeting up with them, whatever the case may be, especially in the past. Some of these people, they didn't have no type of distractions when you cut them out of their life. I feel like they were supposed to sit down somewhere and not have any type of distraction, just so they can, because it's only right if the collective out here getting upset because somebody not, you know, operating the energy that they need to, and the collective already love this person, so it ain't like the collective over here hopping around to this person, that person, that person. You know, it's like the collective was really invested in this individual. So it's only right if this individual got sat the hell down somewhere, just like how the collective had to sit down, cry in a pillow. It's only right that this person sat instead of trying to distract themselves with TV and going out and all this other stuff. But this could have been somebody who, you know, it says unknown caller. You know, they could have been stalking you, or like I said before, well, I don't think I said that. They could have been hanging up in your face, low-key, the most disrespectful thing. Okay, or they could have just been calling you from unknown numbers. Maybe calling you and hanging up on some childish shit. Like, this person for sure could be childish. That's what I'm saying. I see why y'all be wanting to end things with these people. And some of y'all still holding on as if you don't see that things are ending. Like, you're not as emotionally fulfilled as you used to be, you know? Yeah. So it is worth the wait to find true happiness. Like, if you want to, like, just decide to be in your own energy and just heal and then come into a new connection, it's gonna come. Like, I don't know if you think it's just not gonna come, but it's gonna come. But for some of y'all, if you want to just allow this person to, because I feel like sometimes trouble just follows them wherever they go, because they're just in this, I don't know, baby. They need to do some healing. They need to do a lot. And I don't think you really got time for that. Like, I don't think you got time for that. The crazy thing is you're choosing these people. You're choosing them. That's the thing. That's the part that sucks. Because it ain't like they in their divine energy. So, ooh, but being in this energy, this could potentially help you put this person in a third party. Okay, or maybe some of y'all dealing with somebody who puts you in a third party. Like, they could have other people. Maybe you could have dealt with this before in another relationship. But let's get some messages with this individual, or just, it don't matter. We can get any type of messages. What's the message here for the collective? That's what I'm saying. The sun. Happiness, joy, illumination, positivity, pregnancy. And the list goes on. Got the Queen of Cups on the back. I'm telling you, man. Happiness is within you. If you rely on somebody else to make you happy, especially a motherfucker who don't even have emotional intelligence, you're going to be crying every day. Okay? You're going to be crying every day. But when you take back your power and realize that happiness cannot be found outside of self, but only within, that's how you're going to be able to indulge in your passions and just wake up with a smile on your face and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like some things are coming to light just so you can heal or work through them. Okay. But this person, I think they fuck with you. They fuck with you. And I think you fuck with them, but yeah. This person may want you to have some little cheering. Maybe you could have some little cheering. But something is trying to be birthed here. Something is trying to be created. But I feel like there's some thoughts that's kind of getting in the way. But let me see. Is the collective being encouraged to let this person go? Or is it like up to the collective? Like, yeah, I feel like it's mainly like you choosing you. I don't feel like it's specific as, yeah, tell them break up with them right now. I feel like it's more so choose you, collective, at the end of the day. If somebody not answering your calls, okay, choose you. If somebody is seeing another person, choose you. If somebody is breaking your heart, choose you. You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve to cry. You so hurt. But I feel like you just got to heal. Because like I said, I don't feel like it's just those thoughts that are getting in the way. I feel like it's also other people in their own shadows. You know? So it's like you can do all the work on yourself, but eventually when you do enough of it, these people probably wouldn't last in your energy. They probably wouldn't be able to even say, hey, they wouldn't even be able to finish the whole, hello, how are you? You know, they wouldn't be able to do it. Child. So some of y'all really could be self-sabotaging or in this self-delusioned energy. And I feel like y'all are confused, but you have the truth at the same time. That's why you probably got so many of these thoughts. Because it's like, I feel like you want something, but at the same time, you want better. You know? You want better for yourself, for sure. I like this reading. When it comes to the collective and this person, what's the message? What's the message between this collective and that person that we're talking about? The Chariot. This most definitely talks about movement and knowing which direction you want to go in. Some of y'all probably know what direction you want to go in when it comes to this relationship. Yeah, I feel like you just got to choose you, heal this heart, and give the love that you want from this person to yourself. Because I feel like you're going to preach till you can't preach no more. You're going to love till you can't love no more. Instead, just heal them insecure thoughts. Get out of your head. and go in the direction that you want to go in, because something wants to be birthed, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, something wants to be birthed. I don't know, almost like breaking free from something could be significant, and stepping back into your power and just focusing on self-love, to be honest. That's why you keep having those thoughts not popping up in your head for no reason. Baby, don't hurt me no more. Remember we sang about that song? So it's like, you don't want nobody to hurt you. You tired of being hurt by this person. But baby, I don't think they mean to hurt you, but if they keep doing it, you gotta try something different, honey. Either a new person or just be single, like, because I feel like they gonna keep hurting you, even though they don't mean to. So like I told you, they got their own demons that they need to tend to. You don't deserve to keep crying because they goddamn ass ain't getting it together. Shit. But y'all just, like I said, y'all get this thought, or maybe you hear a reading, I don't know, something spark you up and you be like, okay, I'm gonna give him another chance. Give him another chance, you get your heart broken again. I feel like y'all love each other. I feel like there's some strong ass connection right here, but the death card. Yeah. With it going this way, I just feel like you gotta, just let go, okay? I'm gonna just say it. Okay? Because somebody sees you, somebody recognizes you, and I think it's a lot of people. I don't think it's just one person. A lot of people see you, for real. And a lot of people are able to recognize the beauty you hold, the power you hold. Literally, they're going to be able to see your divine feminine energy like that. But they're also going to know how to treat you. And they won't make you cry. I feel like some of y'all could know this. But maybe you just want this person, like, or maybe they just want you so bad that they won't let go. And then you will end up giving them another chance, even though you really don't even have the capacity to really love them like you used to, because I mean they kind of pushed you away with that bullshit. So I feel like you be encouraged to move forward, or you do be moving forward, especially into like your little solitude, your little hermit mode. But then maybe, I don't know, somehow, some way y'all just keep coming back into each other energy. I just feel like that's the love between y'all. So you don't have to feel bad, because I know sometimes, especially being on your spiritual journey, you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to, just be better do better in my life. I feel like that's what you want. Like, literally, we already confirmed that you actually want better, for sure. And whenever somebody don't give you that, you leave, but it's just the thing that you keep going back, or this person comes into your space and you allow them to come back. And since the work that needs to be done isn't fully done, it's still taking time to bloom into what it's supposed to be. I feel like that's when the patterns start coming back in. They may have potential, but we not really. I don't really want to say that, because I feel like that's a projected belief. How, the potential don't matter, da da da. I feel like that belief did get projected on a lot of us. So I don't really want to say that. Like, it's fine if you look at their potential, but at the same time, they still make you cry, or you still end up hurt, and I don't feel like you deserve that. I just feel like it's their own shadows and demons, But the good thing is, hey, honey bun, if you remember that and you pay attention to that, then maybe that can help you a lot more with your choices and decisions. Because I feel like some of y'all, you be expecting differently, but you get the same results. And I feel like you should stop hurting your own feelings, because if you just pay attention to the wisdom that you already have and the clarity that you've already received, like the truth, the reality of things, then you will see that this person isn't really ready for you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the lies or the false mask that they had on, or whatever the case may be, and all this other stuff, they pretty much push you away emotionally. That's probably why y'all get these signs to like release people, let go, because it's not like how when you first met them and you still had the capacity to pour into them and to love them. At this point, you've been pouring into them so much to the point where you just got to pour back into yourself. So it's like when you try to show up how you used to, it's not the same, because a lot of damage has already been done, you know. But I feel like a lot of things wouldn't repeat if you also didn't have certain insecure thoughts. Even though they have their own, that's why I'm saying, I'm trying to see like would these things still happen even if you didn't have certain thoughts. They probably wouldn't, because I feel like you wouldn't really give a damn about a lot of stuff. Because I feel like since them insecure thoughts come up, that's what keeps things repeating though. For some of y'all, this is not a personal, okay? This is a collective. Yeah. Red flag. See, your thoughts, anything that happens, it triggers them thoughts into red flag, deception. You know what I'm saying? So if that's how you view this person, then I feel like every little thing they do or whatever, especially since you want better for yourself and you a person that does love yourself, so anytime you're gonna implement self-love regardless. So I feel like if your own thoughts is telling you something is not safe, and you a person that, you know, you handle that right then and there. If something not safe, oh, if this person not loving me, bet I'm gonna love myself. Oh, if this person is doing this and doing that, I'm gonna choose myself. I feel like that's what you're gonna do every time. So that's probably why you be quick to cut a person off if they disrespecting you, if they come off deceptive, if they come off this way, if they come off that way. But I feel like your thoughts is what's mainly bringing you into that space though. Like if you had more healthier thoughts and more positive, less insecure thoughts, then I feel like a lot of things, it would be better. You know, even if this person had their own shadows they need to attend to, because the thing is, your mind is not going to tell you red flag. You know, you're not going to brush it off either, because nobody's saying you just going to be dumb to every damn thing and just blind to everything. No. But your thoughts are not going to be on high alert every time. But maybe deep down you feel like you should walk away because there's something better. But I feel like the love you have for this person, y'all history, is probably what keeps you in the loop. And this person, you can probably feel like they actually love you. So that's probably also what's keeping you in the loop. But just because somebody love you and you love them don't mean you got to like remain connected to them. At the end of the day, you choose who you love. So, I mean, you can be in this person, be in this person's energy and just try to work with them with things. Or you could say, man, fuck all that. Let me just worry about myself, heal, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually come into a better, healthier relationship. I'm not saying it's not healthy, but when y'all shadows get then it becomes, it ain't healthy no more, right? Cha, cha, cha. Alright, any more messages here for the collective? Some of y'all need to just give each other some space. Let time heal a little bit for you. And then if you want to try again, then you can try again. But if it seems like something is still too, like, the fire is still too hot, or the oven is still too hot, don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? Something is still able to be triggering. Like when I tell y'all this person is a damn child. Yeah, it's almost like it's burdensome. Suffering. We got the cross here. Damn. Yeah, I hope this don't drain your energy, because it's almost what it seemed like it do. Drain your energy because of the heartache, the trauma, and the sorrow. Yeah, some of y'all feeling that breakup energy. So some of y'all not in these people energy at the moment. For others of y'all, maybe you reconcile with them. The Wheel of Fortune, cycles of life, fate, good luck. You know, if you're going to end up talking to somebody, you're just going to end up talking to somebody. And I feel like whatever going to happen is going to happen. But at the end of the day, you still have power over your choices. So don't look at it like, oh, it was just destiny and fate. And like, you're the magician in your life, honey bun. You have free will, babe. You literally choose this person. Okay? And they choose you. But I feel like, man, some of these people are dead ass wrong. I'm going to let you know right now, just so you don't feel crazy. They dead ass wrong. Because they not healed enough. You wasn't even healed enough. And you still was showing up as the Empress. So it's not you. It's this goddamn person. And like I said, some of y'all, you be pointing a finger at one another. But this person, they point the finger right back at you. And they dead ass wrong for that. But like I told y'all earlier, I don't feel like they mean to hurt y'all. But at the same time, it's still unacceptable. So what are you going to do about that, though? It's unacceptable. What's the message for the collective? Either you can go in that direction that you already really see clear as day that you want to go. Okay? And just stay consistent. Choose a path and stay consistent on it. Yeah. Hello. Because you don't have to keep suffering. You can even test that theory. See if it's your insecure thoughts that's getting in the way. If it is, okay. Cool. Then we're gonna tend to the thoughts. Especially if you like want to give this person a chance. But for others of y'all, if you feel like, oh, they're a soulmate and maybe this is just what I'm meant to go through, I'm going to need you to change that belief, honey. Because you can have better. We choose who we love. Okay? You most definitely can have better and find better. So don't allow the soulmate twin flame idea to keep you in a connection that's toxic. You're very abundant. You know that, right? Any and everybody can come towards you. It's just when this person came towards you, you let them. Now, it's probably hard to let go of them. But at this point, I think it's about time to let go. So either you take a chance, which may seem like a risk, or you don't put all your eggs in one basket and you meet somebody new. Working on this situation for some of y'all, you may not see the results you want to see, especially with your thoughts and this person's shadows. Because it's like they can't provide you what you need with your thoughts like that. Like, I can understand, like, these people need to give you at least some type of reassurance or be consistent within their own energy. But I feel like your triggers trigger them. You feel me? So I don't know how that's going to work. That's why I said they dead ass wrong for that. But I mean, I don't think it's on purpose. For some of y'all. Remember, we said everybody's situation is different. For some of y'all, these motherfuckers out here got more than one. They talking to other people. And hell no. But for others of y'all, these people, they don't really want to talk to anybody else. You know? Maybe this is somebody who, I'm seeing knowledge sharing beliefs. Tell me more about this high priest. Some of y'all are the high priestess and you could be attracting a high priest. I'm seeing you and somebody is a perfect match. And I don't know if it's talking about this other person who was talking about. This could be somebody different. I don't know. Or it could be this person. I don't know. For some of y'all, that relationship is most definitely over with. It's time to grow and transform your life. Okay? Stand your ground when it comes to moving on from this person. Okay? Endings bring new beginnings. It's time to free yourself. It's time for growth. It's time for change. It's time for a transition because, like I said, it's not how it used to be. This person could be impulsive or you could be impulsive, but there was some dishonesty here. Maybe some cheating for some of you guys. or someone being selfish, while the other individual was just leading with their heart and was, you know, a sensitive person that may have been a daydreamer. Now, I feel like this person is in apathy. Could be you, if you were the daydreamer with the sensitive heart and everything like that, and you dealt with somebody who probably had on a false mask or who deceived you or betrayed you in some type of way. All right, maybe some of y'all could be getting taken for granted, whether it's intentionally or not. And I feel like this is causing you to, like, your energy to be drained. Like, you probably look dead sometimes, when in actuality you're supposed to be looking very, very much the opposite. There go that twin flame shit. Or maybe y'all are about to come into union with a twin flame. You know how some people think the twin flame journey is so horrible and all this stuff, but honestly, I seen healthier twin flame connections, to be honest. Like, it didn't even give karmic at all. So just have faith when it comes to your love life. I'm seeing love is coming. I'm seeing a surprise invitation or meeting, but I'm also seeing hesitation within that. If you're gonna be in something, be all in. Okay? So that means doing the healing work and clearing them thoughts out your head. Alright? And if you're gonna leave this person alone, then stand your ground with leaving them the hell alone. It's just as simple as that. Don't be avoiding the truth. Okay? So what is the collective being encouraged to do with this individual? Yeah. You've been encouraged to stand your ground. I don't feel like you're being encouraged to settle. I don't feel like you're being encouraged to settle. And if this person can't meet you there, don't be upset or whatever. Just choose you this time, you know, because you don't have time to keep on crying and being in depression and all this stuff. Some of y'all are literally being encouraged to not give this relationship another chance, because I feel like you've given them too many chances at this point. But the wheel does turn in your favor. I feel like you be having good luck. Maybe you even give this person good luck just by being in their space, because you're like dead as an earth angel. But I feel like you need somebody to speak to your soul like you speak to people's soul. To speak to your mind, you know, like you do to other people. Balance, harmony, perspective. You need to connect with somebody who shares similar goals as you, who actually shows some type of effort, or you work well with this person. Yeah, this for sure how you gonna get that 10 of Cups that you be wanting. So either you get this 10 of Cups with somebody who drains you, etc., needs to do some type of work, or you find the strength to let go, be consistent in letting go, and then eventually come into a better energy, meet new people, friends and lovers, where there's mutual respect, equality, and actual, like, love. Not unhealed love, but love. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Soul connection. Yeah, I feel like that's for sure how you're going to attract this soulmate energy, for sure. This is a gift to you. Like, a partner who there's like this soul connection and everything like that. Either reward yourself with healthier choices, or this person is going to be like a reward or something to you, only because you're going to find a lot of pleasure and happiness within it. And I feel like it's been a long time coming for that type of stuff. So it's really up to you how you're gonna live your life. We're always in the driver's seat of our own life. So I feel like whatever choice you make sure it's a good one. Make sure it's a good one. Because some of y'all, you dealing with conflict, somebody who not showing their true feelings or could pretend or gaslight, who may have addictions, or maybe you the one who also have the addictions like codependency, obsession. Yeah, I've been encouraged to just stop this pattern though. Enable boundaries. Some of y'all, like I said, you probably get charmed or you get excited about something and it makes you, you just get curious, which leads to enthusiasm, which leads to heartbreak. From this Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're supposed to have the friendships and love relationship that is healthy. So either this is not the right person. Yeah, some of y'all in a connection with the wrong person. Or it's like this person, they're supposed to show up as a King of Cups. And you showing up as the Queen of Coins. It makes sense because y'all come together. Of course, it don't mean that you're not the Queen of Cups or you not this other energy. We just talking about how the energy look right now. It's kind of like one person coming in with the bread and then you come in with the peanut butter and jelly. You know what I'm saying? But this person, they're supposed to be emotionally mature, compassionate, and a non-toxic masculine. So that's what I mean by either they are not the one or they haven't stepped into this energy yet. But that don't mean you stick around during their toxic times. Because that's just beating the life out of you, literally. Your energy becomes drained. You're not shining as much as you usually would if you were happy. So something just don't make you happy no more. The joy is literally not there. Something used to make you excited. I mean, maybe it still has the potential to make you excited, but I feel like you let yourself down or you get disappointed all over again. Because like I said, this person, it's like the devil energy keeps coming out. Get into this point to where you just like, you know what? I'm hurt. I'm going to just avoid them. I'm going to avoid the conversation. I'm going to set my boundaries. And I feel like that's because you still be holding on to anger. You got to let things go and transform. So whether that's letting go of the pain, the patterns, or this person, it could be letting go of anything. Maybe all of the above, hell. You know your life and you know what you're encouraged to do because some of y'all, you already got the clarity. We already seen that. It's kind of like being confused, but at the same time, it could be avoiding some type of truth because how can confusion exist when you already have the truth? You know, so maybe some of y'all are just coming into self-delusion, like you literally blinding yourself from the truth, and it's possibly not on purpose. But you know the truth. Some of y'all need to connect with somebody who maybe shares similar beliefs as you or somebody who can actually teach you something. Like, I feel like you a sapiosexual or something like that with the mind. I feel like you connect with people who actually... I don't know, but it says knowledge sharing. Anybody who could probably share some type of knowledge. Like maybe you like smart people or people with wisdom, something. So I feel like you should just not settle for whatever you want. That's kind of like destiny swapping. Going down a path that you wouldn't have went on originally. But now you've been persuaded. But that's the thing about free will. We can't blame nobody else for our choices. At the end of the day, regardless if you love this person or not, You still choosing to, I don't know, just stop. Just make sure you don't deceive yourself. You already probably seen the red flags, or maybe you're being encouraged to pay attention to the red flags or trust in the red flags. So what is the next steps here that the collective will take? I feel like the next steps you will take will be towards fulfillment, wish fulfillment. So some of you guys, you're gonna end up moving forward and be single and maybe connect with someone new. For others of y'all, you're going to move forward and maybe focus more on giving it to yourself. Like, you're not going to be sweating about it if this person can't give it to you. But at the same time, you just going to make sure you have it for yourself. It's kind of similar to, instead of waiting on them to give me the love I want, I'm going to just give it to myself. You know? So regardless, it's still some type of moving in the direction that involves wish fulfillment. Yeah, I feel like y'all gonna be moving into karma waters, which is a good thing, because that's where the abundance at. That's where the security at. Maybe this will bring you more in this individual path of connecting more with yourself. So, trust your intuition when it comes to this. Okay. You holding on a little bit too tight. Gotta ease up a little bit. But for some of y'all, you at this point to where if it's in the way of my peace, I let it go. Simple. If it's in the way of my peace, I will let it go. So something could, the ending of a chapter could be coming. Or maybe this is the end of a chapter, even if you feel like you're gonna get this person a chance. For some of y'all, I think them thoughts is just a little bit too rash and everything else for you to really go down that path of loving this person. Because I feel like apathy and discontentment is still there. Plus you got wisdom. Plus this is a whole burden. So I don't know, I feel like whatever is going to end up happening, like whatever was just fated or whatever is destiny, like for some of y'all, moving on from this person is. So maybe eventually, even if you feel like you're going to choose this person, I feel like eventually you're going to let them go for a lot of y'all. Maybe this person is trying to heal. So, or maybe that's you. You're trying to like do the things that you need to do in your life. Yeah. Maybe this could be somebody with like stomach problems or something. I don't know, like they always gotta poop or something. Like, I don't know, something be going on. Maybe they always gassy. I don't know, something with the stomach. Or like the, I don't know if I could say that, but alright, any more messages here for the collective? If you want a message out of the collective, make sure you are double tapping the screen or sending in some gifts. Let's see. Any more messages here? Alright. Any more messages here for the collective? Look, burning desire. Flames of passion ignite. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. See, some of y'all, you came up as the Hierophant. So that's what I'm saying. If people, especially if you're a person who wants to be better in life and do better in life, if your belief system is even something that's up here, that's why I feel like y'all stressing yourself out. Because, of course, you want a connection that's healthy. So if you don't have a connection that's healthy, you're gonna beat yourself up about it. Either you're going to try to get out of it, encourage this person to be better, or something. I don't know. It's something. So that's probably why y'all be getting yourself stressed the hell out. But this person could have a burning desire for you, or you could have a burning desire for them. But I feel like even though y'all have this energy, y'all be friend zoning them. But it makes sense because, like I said, yeah, I love you, but I also love me. If you can't show up how I showed up in the beginning of this relationship and how I try to continue to show up, then we're just not in alignment at this point. And I feel like y'all are people who, if people are not in alignment, you're gonna cut them off. If things don't make sense, you're gonna cut it off. If somebody is deceiving you or confusing you, you're gonna release it. You know? So maybe this person, since you have so much love for them, you try to stick around, but I feel like it's hard for a person who kind of fell out of love with somebody or who kind of got pushed away emotionally withdrawn or detached. I feel like that's kind of hard to do, especially if your thoughts keep popping up as red flag, red flag, red flag. Like, I feel like your thoughts keep saying this person is a red flag. And some of y'all, you've already received some type of clarity, and you probably already decided to move on with your life at one point in time. I feel like this person just keep doing stuff to the point to where eventually you gonna be gone for real, for real. You know, because maybe some of y'all have this high tolerance of just going through shit. Like, you able to give people chances and like all this stuff. That don't mean you should give them chances, hell. But you just have this, I don't know, like, commitment for real. You ain't scared of love, even the bad parts. But love doesn't have to feel that way or look that way. It's just certain people who come into your life. That's how it can be created, you know? Some of y'all, you may be being a little bit courageous when it comes to this person and taking that leap of faith. But if you are going to do that, you can't go into it how you was going into it before, like operating from this space of hurt. Therefore, even your thoughts are hurt. Even your communication speaks of hurt, you know? So it's like when you communicate to this person or when you think certain things, it don't come off in a more healed, subtle, you know, nothing ever happened in this relationship, so I'm operating as my best self type of energy. No, it's more like you communicating and operating in thoughts from a hurt place, right? And that's fine. If this person hurts you, of course, you been in that way, it's fine. But at the same time, they don't know how to, they're not able to show up how you need them to show up. So I feel like you should stop disappointing yourself. Okay, you can do whatever you want with that information. I don't be telling the collective to break up with their boyfriends unless I'm really encouraged to. Cause I know how it be when a person who's just trying to give people a chance, you know, cause you just operating from your heart space, but don't be foolish with it, you know. Don't keep on sacrificing yourself and your own emotional well-being. Because there is better out there. So either you're going to allow this person to heal and get it together without you, since they can't do it with you, or you're going to move on from them and get better. It's like your choice. But if you're not going to move on from them, then you need to heal from the stuff that they put you through and give them a chance, because you can't try to go back into the situation operating in a certain space because they can't even help you with that, because they don't have the emotional intelligence. Some of them probably do, but some of them are also hurt as well by other things that possibly have nothing to do with you, right? So it's like, it's almost like it's not a win-win situation when you operate from this space of hurt that this person put you through, but at the same time, they're not able to, I don't know, I don't think they're as mature. Their mind isn't that mature, and their actions isn't that mature. Maybe they don't act in a way that's safe for you or that's mature. And maybe they don't think in a way that's safe for you or that's mature. That has nothing to do with you. And don't allow that to dictate your value. You're always valuable no matter who or how someone treats you. You are not, right? You don't have to look at yourself as the problem because you're still hurt and this person doesn't know how to show up for you being in that space. No. That's why I said these people be dead ass wrong for trying to keep pursuing you knowing that they can't tend to that pain because maybe people never tended to them. You know, sometimes we learn how to be these beings of, you know, greatness because we did not feel neglected as a child or whatever the case may be. Yeah, our mom probably was this and that and our dad was probably this and that, but at the end of the day, we still didn't feel neglected in some type of way. You know, so I feel like that kind of changes the trajectory of someone's like personality or life. And if they never were taught how to heal, because half of us weren't taught what self-love was, how to heal, or none of those things. So that's why I can understand how y'all be trying to work things out with a person, because you're very smart. So I'm looking at the collective like, well, why are they still in this situation? So it can't be because you dumb. It can't be because you don't love yourself, because you smart as hell, you wise, and you love yourself. So I'm just trying to see why you still with this person. So that's why I'm like, instead of trying to give a message in the way that's like, oh, leave this person or boom, boom, bam, because regardless, you gotta live life how you gonna live your own life. You can't be letting people tell you to do something in your life, you know? I don't know you, whoever this person is to you. And shit, I know me in my own personal life, I be giving people chances at it. So if you want me to tell you break up with them, then okay, break up with them, because baby, you stress the hell out and they keep hurting you, okay? But for those of you who don't want to break up with this person, maybe separation is needed and a little time from each other so you can like come back in a little better energy. Or you can try to actively like work with this person. Understand that they're not at the level that you're at just yet. Maybe they could be. I don't know. Don't put all your eggs in one basket with potential, right? Maybe they could eventually come into this better energy. But I feel like a lot of things should have happened during your childhood. Therefore, when you become an adult, you show up in a way that doesn't dish out trauma to the world. I feel like this person, they're capable of dishing out trauma. You know? No, but maybe you just be so attached. Maybe you're a clingy person. You know? A private getaway for two is calling. Yeah, some of y'all just need to get away with this person. Okay? Just a day with just the two of y'all, but not something that's just like, I don't know, there's something that's magical. For sure. Something that can help y'all remember why you're with each other, you know, because you love each other. So maybe something like that. I don't know, honey. Maybe sitting down with somebody, because, you know, the spirituality or spiritual beliefs or whatever, which is also something you need to pay attention to. Because spirituality is an inner practice. Everybody's spiritual journey or whatever it means, it's not going to be the same for everyone. So I feel like maybe you need to make sure you're operating from what spirituality is to you and not what it is to other people. Because a lot of people feel like spirituality has a lot to do with, I don't know, this specific path. So if that's what you've accumulated as a belief, your beliefs do create your reality, you know? So that's why I'm saying some of y'all, you on this path of like traditions and beliefs and values and like all this stuff. So if you have a particular belief or if your values are like a certain way, then I feel like that's why your life is constantly being disrupted by something, especially when you connect with this person. Because say, for instance, if your standards are up here, but this person, in order to date them, you will have to kind of put your standards down a little bit And if you already a type of person that believes in self-love, and if you believe that, well, I can't do that if I love myself, I can't do that if boom, boom, bam, you know, that means it's kind of going against what you believe in, or what you believe you should experience. So it really all depends on if y'all want to pursue this person. So we're going to do 2 separate messages for those who want to pursue a new person and for those who want to still pursue this individual, okay? So let's see. All right, so we got this energy. Do I want to use that one? What did 2 of Cups at? I'm going to use that 2 of Cups. Okay. Okay. Well, or I can use the Knight of Cups. Let me see. I'm going to use the Knight of Cups for this side. And for that side over there, it's more like with fulfillment. So this is not really necessary. Like, this side is mainly choosing you and not choosing the other person. This side is choosing you and this person. Okay? Regardless, we choosing us. At the end of the day, it's still going to be choosing us on either side. But this is just involving this person. And this side is not involving this person. Like, you moving on with your life as a single person, and, you know, on this individual journey until you connect with a new person. All right. So let's see. All right. Can I have some messages for the collective? This side is specifically regarding the person that they've been having these ups and downs with. And this side is not involving the person that they've been having these ups and downs with. So this could involve a new person or just the collective being single and in their own energy. So can I have some messages for the collective in terms of this single in their own energy, releasing this past person? Okay, we got you are worthy. All right, your worth doesn't depend on the other person, period. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling y'all before. Like, you're worthy regardless if you choose this person or not. You're worthy regardless if you be with this person or not. Simple. Salt is significant, and I would recently use salt for protection. So maybe you can look at it that way, but this can also be confirmation that you're protected. All right, regardless, like, if you choose to go down that path, because some of y'all, you probably get alone, you probably feel, especially being in somebody's energy and it became codependent, you probably have this fear of doing things alone again, or it seems kind of off. But any more messages regarding this energy for the collective being in their own energy, thriving without this person? Okay. So the universe is talking to you. The universe is talking to you. So if you go down this path, or say you could already potentially be on this path for those who haven't fully chosen this person yet, and you're still like in limbo or just seeing how things are going, I feel like signs and clues are coming up. Okay, you could be seeing certain fans, like the ones that look like this. Okay, she even has this wedding veil on her. So maybe some of you guys are eventually going to marry someone. But I feel like this is going to be somebody who's more appropriate for you. And their love language could be affirmations. Or with you guys together, it could be affirmations. It says loving words hold great power. Yeah, I feel like this person, they're going to be saying things that are very beautiful, like very beautiful. Or this could be even your own energy, you doing this to yourself, and then eventually you're going to have somebody to do this to you, and then you're also going to be doing that with them. Okay, but you could be getting signs and clues, or you will be getting signs and clues as you're operating in that space. Okay, confirmation proposal here. So somebody's going to end up proposing something, whether it's a relationship or it's a further commitment, like marriage. So it says your romance is about to evolve and level up. Then we have disguise. So for some of you guys, maybe this is going to show you different sides of yourself that you didn't know you had. It says some elements of this relationship are hidden. So this can also be for sure a new person. Now, with this old person or current person that's stressing you the hell out, can I get messages for this individual? Or not the individual, but the collective as well. Like, if it comes to them pursuing this person, can I get messages of that? Benefit of the doubt. It says give your relationship a chance. That's what I'm saying for some of y'all who are actually going to indulge in the connection. Don't have one foot in and one foot out. That's what's constantly going to create the pattern, because then you won't be able to see or believe that this person is actually trying, you know? Because yes, there's something better out here for you, but we're also talking about somebody who you've already loved and invested in, and maybe a little bit more hope and healing could actually help. Or maybe it won't. Everybody's situation is different. Maybe y'all wasting time on this person and they're never going to change, you know? It really all depends. All right. Any more messages when it comes to the person that the collective should give a chance to? It says love language, physical touch. So this person, or both of you guys, when you're together, you could have a love language of physical touch. Okay? A tender touch means so much, but I don't feel like it's in a lustful way. Like, oh, touch me. You know, I feel like it's you know, genuine for sure. All right, maybe some of y'all, you haven't been touching each other in a while or whatever. Because like I said, you respect yourself. And if this person is not showing up how you want them to show up, you're going to take certain things back. Remember how I told y'all some of y'all have so much love for this person, but you friend zoned them. You like, yeah, we're just going to be friends. All right? Any more messages regarding this Knight of Cups energy, benefit of the doubt, love language, this person? Look, and still regardless, that's what I'm saying, regardless of whichever one, you are worthy. All right? Be mindful that this is a twin flame connection. This is someone, like, you know this soul that mirrors your own. Like, I feel like maybe you knew them, like, in this life longer than... Like, maybe, I don't know, you just know them. Or maybe this was like past life. I don't see any past life energy, but it's giving that. And then it says synchronicity. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. And it says your worth doesn't depend on the other person. I'm telling you, no matter how they show up, what they do, period, doesn't depend on the other person. I'm telling you, no matter how they show up, what they do, period. All right. Now, when it comes to this past person or current person that the collective is dealing with, what is the messages? What is the messages? Honest communication. It says expect a heart-to-heart conversation. Even if you may not like it, this person is literally going to be, it's going to be a heart-to-heart, even on your behalf, whether this person likes it or not. It's going to be exactly how you feel, what's on your heart, and it's going to be honest. So expect this, okay? Expect that. Child, deadly. All right, when it comes to the collective going down this path of leaving behind the past person or this current person, what is the messages? What is the messages? Soulmate. Wow. I feel like maybe you're going to start coming more into union with self, and then eventually you're going to find your romantic counterpart. Because I feel like after this person, if you leave this person alone, ain't no more giving chances to people who not on your level. Like, ain't no more chances. So I feel like you are bound to come into a connection with somebody who's literally like giving counterpart for real. Now, some people feel like when they see this soulmate energy, it doesn't mean divine counterpart that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Some people think it could be a spiritual connection that involves lessons and growth, or it could be this and it could be that. But I honestly feel like this is, I don't know, I feel like it can go either way. For some of you guys, I feel like this is genuinely giving soulmate eternal love for life. For others of you guys, I feel like it could be any type of soulmate union. Excuse me. Can I have more messages for if the collective was to pursue down this journey alone and focus on themselves and love themselves, okay, and leaving this past person behind or their current person? Like, give me more energy on this. Natural evolution. It says, let the situation unfold naturally. So when it comes to this current person or past person that the collective is dealing with, that they've been, hurt by and everything like that, what is the messages in terms of this connection? All right. Maybe in the future, the connection will become more healed and y'all could be more of a perfect match for each other. But for now, it's coming out in transition. So it's not 100% in that energy. But it says you complete each other in the most harmonious way. So for some of you guys, it may not be that harmonious. All right. And then the other energy says healing connection. Your romance will transform your life. So that's if you allow it to be. Like I said, some of y'all, you not really in tune with your heart space with this person like you was before, to the point to where it may be unrequited love, right? And for others of you guys, remember we talked about how you were dealing with somebody who put you in a third party and all this other stuff. We're not talking about them. So if this was a person who disrespected you that low, we're not talking about them. Okay? You might as well throw them away like yesterday. Okay? Yep. I see marriage really involves both situations. For some of y'all, if you disconnect from this person and you move on and be single, some of y'all may reconnect with this person, but maybe in a better time, right? Yeah. Yeah. So it's really, what I'm seeing is that it's your choice, and that if you're going to pursue this past person who you've been given chances to, that I feel like you should probably take a different approach this time. And for this new connection, like if you're going down this path of just healing, and regardless, I feel like healing is going to be done on both sides regardless, because that's what needs to happen. That's mandatory. Even though I didn't say it with this person, that should be mandatory. Regardless if you choose this person and yourself, because choosing yourself is mandatory, or regardless if you don't choose this person and you choose yourself and then eventually come into like a new relationship or whatever the case may be, then okay, that question threw me off. If you guys want to get questions or get on the list, then you have to pay to get on the list. My prices are affordable and I do not disappoint. So if you want to get on the list, my prices are pinned on my page. All right, we got 11/11 coming out. All right. Any more messages regarding this Knight of Cups? Any more messages regarding this Knight of Cups? Honor your loved one and you will notice your relationship becoming stronger. So maybe some of y'all need to, in order to do that, maybe you'll have to heal so that you can be in a better energy towards them. So you can be nicer or whatever the case may be. All right, and then we have manifesting the one. It says very soon your true love will arrive. So eventually maybe this person will step into their energy, especially when you start honoring the relationship. Or maybe, regardless, this could be talking about a new person. We're gonna clarify. We're gonna clarify. Confirm manifesting the one. Who is the one? Is it this person, this Knight of Cups? A lack of passion in this companionship. So it really could be a different person, low-key. It could be a different person. Because like I said, regardless of the work that you do, you've already been doing work. So regardless of the work that you do, I feel like it also depends on the other person that you're loving. Like if this person can't show up for you like a true divine masculine, which is what a divine feminine deserves, then I feel like eventually they're gonna lose their title, they're gonna lose their role, and then somebody new is gonna come in. Respect your relationships. Yeah, some of y'all probably don't respect this person. Therefore, you probably don't honor the relationship. So like I said, if those energies did not exist, then maybe it would be better. It says, think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. So I don't know, maybe get into those type of things, like remembering the good times and anything to help you get back into a better space, right? If you want to pursue this person. You don't have to. If you don't want to, there's better on the way, okay? But for some of y'all who still have this energy of being able to give them a chance, then, you know, then boom, boom, bam. But all right, when it comes to this Nine of Cups energy, what is the message? We got the fives. We got opportunities. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities coming your way. That's for that energy. And also what's kind of coming out in reverse / transition. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups energy. Okay. King of Cups. Somebody who has a lot of love for you, especially if they're not of emotional intelligence. I don't feel like they fully stepped into that energy for sure. Your ideas are rejected, not satisfied. This could be somebody who, like, anytime you try to speak on something or your ideas, they reject it, which is kind of sad. But for you guys, we're getting the giraffe coming out with reflection. It says, if you are facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a solution. Your circumstances need to be examined carefully. Wow. And then we got the ladybug. You could be seeing ladybugs. All right. This ties to luck. So this wasn't specifically pulling on anyone's energy, even though we just got done talking about the Knight of Cups energy, which is the past person or current person that you're with. But it says your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. So yeah, this doesn't pertain to the Knight of Cups or this other situation. This just ties to you overall in your life. So your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. Dreams are coming to fruition. Stop and enjoy this moment. It is important to let things flow at their natural pace. Rest assured that in due course of time, your wishes will come true. All right, and on the back, it says, misled by false signals. Steer clear. Yeah, be mindful of seeing signs that seem, you know, correct. It says past life karma. This indicates a past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounds you. The person or situation. Look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are key in releasing past life karma. Makes sense, because relationships are hard. People make them that way. But it's kind of on the complicated side when you actually was dealing with a person that... Let me open this for her. My love bug. My love bug. Hey, my love bug. Hey. You see? There you go, my Josie. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, my baby. Ow! You stepping on my foot. Look. Look, Nelly. Good girl. There she go. Alright. Any more messages when it comes to this Knight of Cups situation, which is the collective's current person or past person? Alright. It says it's all just a game to them. Insincere, just having fun. And then we have unemployed. This person could be broke. They could have gotten fired. Or they could be living beyond their means. All right, and on the back of the deck, it says fighting. It has trust issues, one-sided, and detached. And behind that, it says pattern of relationship issues, bad habits, a no-win situation. Yeah, this is just a very complicated situation, but it don't have to be that complicated. Now, why is Joker out here? Confirm Joker. Almost like they probably not taking the connection as serious. Or they're too immature to... Somebody for sure could be juggling y'all. Alright, more messages regarding this past person, current person for the collective. One, two, three on the clock. Yeah, we got reconciliation. So you could be getting back together, resolving issues with this person. But I feel like red flags still do exist. So be mindful of the red flags. They were an ex for a reason. So some of y'all are pretending that this connection is not ending. That's what I'm saying. You're breaking your own heart. This is probably a situation that just can't last. All right. Can I get messages referring to the collective moving on from this past person or current person? Can I get messages for that? This person is going to possibly start snooping. And everything is going to start crumbling in their life. And I feel like you're going to connect with somebody new. You're going to have options. And it's not going to be this past person. But I feel like you're still going to be in this like, emotionally unavailable energy. Damn. Okay, so I feel like you will be heartbroken for a little bit. Like, I don't feel like this is something that you're just going to go through and then, oh, I cut him off. I'm done. I'm moving on and I'm happy now. No, I feel like it's going to take time to get into, like, this happier space. It don't have to take a year or 5 months. It don't have to take that long. But I just don't feel like when you break up with this person, everything will be peaches and cream. I still feel like deep down inside, you know, some energy will still be lingering. But I do feel like you will eventually be getting back on the market, though. But you got to be mindful. If you still carrying unhealed energy or things that need to be resolved, this can trickle down even with this person not being in your life. Because sometimes, yeah, it's this other person, but sometimes it's also you, you know. That's kind of like trying to get out of one relationship and getting into another one, and then it going downhill as well. I don't feel like that's... I feel like that would be rare if you were connected with another divine being. But All right, any more messages when it comes to the collective moving on from this past person or current person when they're in a better energy? When they're in a better energy. So I feel like, if you do move on from this person, you got to make sure you heal. You got to make sure you don't have resentment. Because I feel like you're going to probably be in a dark space for a bit. So you have to make sure you take practical approaches to not be bitter or whatever the case may be. And I feel like you eventually gonna probably reconnect with this person. That's just real. That's just the reality of it, okay? Like, I know sometimes we be hoping, okay, I get out this one situation, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get the new love, and then I'm gonna have a happily ever after. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna have my 10 of cups. Yeah, that will come. But with the love that you have for this person, how much you invested in this situation, I feel like it won't be that quick for, I feel like you will come into this wish fulfilled energy, like you'll feel fulfilled only because, when you were in this other person's energy, you were drained and it was a burden and you were like heartbroken. So I feel like now, since that won't be going on, you will have more of a peace of mind. Therefore, your emotions will become in a better state, but you will still be kind of in a not so grand energy because, that's what happens when you break up with people who you loved still and you didn't want to have to break up with them. So maybe it's also going to be like a bittersweet moment. And if you don't choose to heal appropriately, like, just give yourself, like, just don't lie to yourself, like, tell yourself the truth, like, okay, it's me and this person are not together, like, face that, but then also give yourself enlightenment about why you're not together. Don't blame you. You don't have to blame this other person either, because maybe blaming this other person is going to also keep you from, like, having that heart space open as well. Excuse me. So yeah, it's like, if you're going to be in this energy, like, know that you're in this healthy space and that you have room to breathe. Like, this is all about liberation. So it's just like, you freed yourself from the connection physically. Now free yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, So it's just like, you freed yourself from the connection physically. Now free yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, Because if you don't do that, then you're probably going to experience a point in time to where you feel like everything is crumbling and this, and that, right? All right. So if the collective was to pursue this person that they're reconciling with or will reconcile with, this current or past person, what is the message here? Truthfully. It says, unable to free yourself from a sticky situation, taking a step back helps you see clearly. So maybe just taking a step back could help, right? Because then you would know if it's worth your time and energy, because maybe you can't really see clearly because, you're so infatuated and caught up in this situation, right? Or maybe your thoughts are not in the best space, right? Yeah. What are the intentions? What are the intentions of this past or current person for the collective? What are the intentions? I feel like you will know in divine timing. Okay, but I feel like this person's intentions is like they want to reach out and they want to give you a gift. What is the intentions of this Knight of Cups? Friend zoned. Manifesting the one. Confirm manifesting the one. Friend zoned. Healing connection. So for some of you guys, their intentions What is the intentions of this current or past person? For some of you guys, it's not healing. And I feel like there's a lack of passion. Maybe this person also got one foot in, one foot out. As I told y'all before, this is a collective. It's not a personal. Some of the messages, it almost seems contradicting. And I feel like that's because either this is talking about more than one person, or it's because different people in the collective, right? Even if it was 2 people in the collective, the energy could still shift. So imagine more than, you know, 2 people, 10 people, 20 people. Plus, I'm going to be posting this on YouTube. So I feel like it's picking up on different energies, so you'll just really have to trust your intuition with this, because I'm really getting mixed energy. How does this person feel about the collective? How does this current person feel about the collective? Friendly support. How does this past person or current person feel about the collective? Some of these people could feel like you're their other half, and that they really like have feelings for you. You see what I mean by conscious? Because remember, the other energy was, oh yeah, this person playing games, they not for real. That's what I'm saying. Some of y'all dealing with people who really don't give a damn about the connection. They don't plan on changing, whatever the case may be. And then for others of y'all, it's like you got people who don't mean to hurt you, and they do care about you and love you, and they feel like you're their other half, and they want to reach out to you and give you a gift. And they're kind of coming from a place of friendly support, like they just want to help you. So some of y'all, the collective, since we're talking about, there's many people who can come across the collective. So some of y'all, everybody's situation not gonna be the same. Some of y'all have a person that, oh, that sounds sweet. And for others, y'all like, oh, what the hell? They don't respect you, collective. Leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Look, there go the past life. So some of y'all had a past life with this person, bruh. Some of y'all had a past life with this person. See, the power of love is like a magnet, drawing your souls together. But romance interrupted. Duties come first. But there is a gravitational pull towards you and this person. That's why y'all keep coming back into each other's energy. So that's what I'm saying, you know. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. I feel like y'all just need a private getaway for just the 2 of y'all. You know, because at this time, y'all love language can also be in the space of quality time. You just need to let go of the past and open your heart. Okay, love language could also be gift giving. It says, let love show you how to learn from each other. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust in the process. Okay. So for some of y'all, maybe it's divinely guided. Or I don't want to say divinely guided, but because I don't feel like the divine itself is trying to orchestrate this. I feel like your souls are what's drawing you guys together. Like the love that you have for each other, and like all of this is drawing you guys together. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing for the collective, because I don't really want to repeat myself, because I feel like I really said everything that needed to be said. If you need really any information, you'll probably have to get a personal message, so you will know that that message is for you, so you don't have to be in your head about it. Or you can just simply trust in your intuition when you hear these messages, because like I said, some of y'all dealing with somebody that you most definitely need to cut off. And for others of y'all, if you're not going to cut this person off, when I say that you need to cut off, that means they don't respect you and they don't plan on changing. They don't plan on healing. They're just using you. It's all games to this person, right? But that's what I mean by, yeah, that person needs to be cut off. Because remember, I told y'all I'm not going to tell y'all who to keep in your life and who to cut off unless I need to. So whoever that individual is, then yeah, they need to get cut the hell off. But for others of y'all who are dealing with like a different person who actually respects you, but maybe you don't really respect them as much as you did because you've been hurt by them or whatever the case may be, then if you want to give this person a chance, then I guess you can try to heal your mind, because your mind is filled with insecure thoughts and thinking. Therefore, when you communicate, it's going to be filled with insecure and negative communication, right? So maybe healing from the past and opening your heart back up, or you can just move on from this person and, you know, let bygones be bygones. Yeah, I love you, but I'm gonna love you from a distance, and I'm gonna go ahead and just be by myself, or eventually meet my soulmate or a person that's different from you, or maybe I'll catch you later on in life, but right now it's just not working out, you know? But yeah, any closing messages here for the collective? Any closing messages? Regardless, like I told y'all, choose you at the end of the day, whether you gonna give this person a chance or not. Look, we got justice. This is the closing message. Justice will be served regardless. Karma. Even the law adjudication system could be significant. On the back of the deck, we got the Two of Wands, which talks about choices. Deciding to stay or leave something. If you're going to decide to stay or leave, make sure justice is involved, or justice is just significant. If you want to get on the list before I get off, make sure you let me know in the chat so I can know to stay on live. But other than that, I wish you guys the best. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here. If I'm already off a live by the time you want to get on the list, then you can just message me. We're open 25/8, and we can get started on your reading. We can get you started on the life coaching sessions, whatever it is that you're seeking. All right, but thank you guys for joining. I will see you in the next one. Sending you love, light, and all things grand, as well as your energy back to you and my energy back to me. Stay safe and dangerous. Bye.